I respect your time, so let's get right into it. This week, we're going to be looking at progression as a free-to-play player. Now, I am more or less done with cards for the time being, thanks to the slime event. Today, I'm going to be sharing my Cheapskate Uncle Value Bible that I follow religiously when I am thinking about progression. Let's look at what my current gear setup looks like. Basically, every piece is at +4 refinement. I'm at Upgrade Awakening 3. I'm pretty close to level 6 enchantments for Talisman and I think the ring. So once I hit level 70, I will change my weapon and my armor to the Moonlight set for the set bonus. Alright, so how do I progress from here? So step 1, set a budget. I make about 850k crystals a week after tax. Now, after playing this game for close to 4 months, I think it's pretty clear that every single event that ROX has ever produced is either you spend crystals or you spend Odin's Blessing. So the slime event was a huge crystal sink. This current KVM event is a crystal sink. Pet Adventure Diary event makes you spend Odin's Blessing, which means as a free-to-play player, you need to have at least some crystals prepared for future crystal sink events. So that's why, generally speaking, I will spend 800k on progression and save 50k. Now, this value can be more, can be less, it's up to you. I only save 50k because I have more than enough crystals saved up. Now, in terms of progression priority, I put more emphasis on hitting Upgrade Awakening 4, lesser emphasis on Refinement and Awakening. Tearing up is not within my scope because I haven't tested out the right build yet, so I don't want to commit any crystals. So I allocated 60% of my budget to upgrading, so that's about 480,000 crystals. I want to start by getting my armor to 50 first for improved survivability. So first, I check whether it's worthwhile to use the Endless Tower materials to exchange. But there are so many different types of colors to keep track and it's so confusing. No worries, I got you. But even within the colors itself, there are so many different types of combinations to keep track, and each reward uses different items and it costs different prices. So troublesome to calculate. No worries, I got you. Alright, introducing my newest and final tab in the spreadsheet, the Endless Tower sheet. Now, all you need to do is to open the spreadsheet, key in the prices of the respective items in the yellow columns, and you are done. Everything else in the sheet is referenced from the existing smelting, fishing, gardening, and mining tab. I will maybe do a separate video on this in the future, but let's not get too technical here. Long story short, if column O, ET versus buy item, is green, it means it's more worthwhile buying and exchanging the ET materials than buying the actual item directly. If column P, ET versus smelt yourself, is green, it means that buying and exchanging ET material is cheaper than buying the separate materials and smelting the item yourself. Basically, when both columns are green, buy ET materials and exchange. Please make sure when you create a copy of this, you fill in the prices of all the other tabs based on your server's prices. So based on the sheet, Kindom 2 is worth exchanging if I intended to buy the item, but it's still cheaper to smelt yourself. So the question becomes, do I smelt myself? Now I then look at the smelting tab and see that smelting Carnium 2, where's Carnium 2? Smelting Carnium 2 saves me 55 crystals per stamina, so I should definitely smelt it myself since I value each point of stamina to be around 50 crystals per stamina and I do want to hit smelting 6. I am totally fine smelting it myself. The next question comes, do I spend crystals to buy the materials to smelt or do I spend the stamina to gather the materials myself? Now, I went in depth into this in my previous free-to-play crystal spending guide. Now, my personal cheapskate uncle take is that I will only spend crystals on things that are not really within my control. So, for example, Carnium 2 requires upgrading metal 2 and hardshell crab. If I want to mine my own upgrading metal 2, it's literally, I think, 6.4% chance at mining 8. And I've already established in my previous mining video cut up at the top that you should always mine at the highest possible level. So when we compare the two items that I need, upgrading metal 2 versus hardshell crab, upgrading metal 2 is 6.4% chance of getting it with my stamina, whereas hardshell crab is 65%. Which one am I more in control of getting? Of course, fishing. So in terms of stamina efficiency and progression, I would directly buy the upgrading metal 2 and spend the stamina fishing for hardshell crab myself. So ET, not worth. Smelt myself, yes, I save 55 crystals per stem. Spend on what? I should spend on buying upgrading metal 2 and I should fish for hardshell crab myself. Similarly, I want to upgrade my weapon to 120. Same thing, first step, check the ET tab, look for Fracon 3. Both columns are green, so it's cheaper to buy and change the items from ET. Now, if we look at smelting tab, smelting Fracon 3 only saves me 34.5 crystals per stamina. I would probably just buy the remaining items directly since I can generally make 50 crystals per stem even at 20% tax. So ET, yes, worth. Smelt myself, no. Save only 34.5 crystals per stem. Spend on what? Buy the item directly. So even if I did not hit my goal of Upgrade Awakening 4 after 480k crystals, I move on to my next goal. That's the beauty of having a budget. I take the emotion and frustration and rage out of the picture because I know I did it as efficiently as I possibly can. RNG is out of my control, but things that are within my control, I did my best already. Now, moving on to Refinement Awakening 1. I allocated 20% of my budget, so 160k crystals. My plan is to have a backup weapon, so I need Auricon. So first step, check ET. Is it worth? Let's see, Auricon. Nope, not worth. Next, should I smelt myself? Check, smelting tab. Auricon. I only saved 27 crystals per stamina, not worth. So I shall just buy the completed Auricon directly. So in this case, ET, not worth. Smelt myself, no. Buy directly. I can buy 50 pieces of Auricon and spam. Pass or fail literally doesn't matter because I'm just following a pre-allocated budget. No emotion, no rage, no frustration, no disappointment, just click only. Now whether I hit my goal or not, once my budget is hit, move on. Last on the menu is Enchantment Awakening 1. Now I want to get my accessories to 666 and I am currently using the Morok enchantments for haste. I think, yeah, these two. Now, don't ask me why, I'm just following a random Spear Knight guide from YouTube just like you guys. Ask her, don't ask me. But nonetheless, I'm gonna need gold enchantment stones. So same thing, step 1, check ET. Gold enchantment stones, both are red, not worth. Step 2, should I smelt myself? Check smelting tab. Where's gold? Gold enchant, I save 21.5 crystals per stamina, not worth. So what should I spend on? I would definitely buy the item directly, which in this case, 160k divided by 3820, I can buy about 42 pieces. Now, I'm not going to do it now because I want to actually do it during the week when I'm trying to clear the Kingdom Pass quest of refining and enchanting, but you get the idea. Alright, let's recap the value Bible. Saying this so nice. Let's recap how to be a cheapskate uncle. Step 1. I created a budget to keep all my rage, frustration, emotions out of the picture. If I pass, good. If I fail, so be it. Move on. We already established that this game is just a casino disguised in an RO skin. We already know that the odds are stacked against us and the system is literally designed to make us lose badly, to spend real money to make up for that adrenaline rush in gambling. So once you have a budget, stick to it. Take the emotion away. You can take pride in being as efficient and as cheapskate as you can. The rest, just leave it up to RNGesus already. Step 2. Use the Endless Tower tab, Smelting tab, Shadow Weapon tab to determine the best course of action for you that gives you the most value, that allows you to be the most cheapskate possible. It's all there for you. Step 3. Decide how you want to spend your crystals and how you want to spend your stamina if you choose to smelt yourself. Now, let me know if I missed out anything that can give me even more value and to be even more cheapskate. Now, if this video helped to give you a better direction in guild progression, or if you just appreciate the effort and time in making the spreadsheet, leave a like. If you like videos that give value to your gameplay and help keep you ahead of the free-to-play curve, subscribe. As always, outplay, not outpay. Bye!